Hi everyone, welcome to episode 20 of Nurturing Nottingham, where today I'm taking on Dortmund away from home. A massive game. We beat them 2-0 in the first game at home in this Champions League group. Maybe go and check out the last few videos so you know what's been happening in the Champions League so far. But I'm currently third in the group because of head-to-head goal difference. Right, we've got the best goal difference overall, but our head-to-heads against Zenit and Dortmund means we're actually the third team out of those three, despite the fact that our goal difference is strongest out of those three teams. But I'm hoping we can get a good result here. We did beat them in the first game. They've actually just sacked their manager, Slaven Bilic, and this guy's coming just now. I think this is his first game in charge. So I think we've got a good chance there, despite the fact we are away from home at a huge stadium. You know what Dortmund's like with their fan base. Before we get started with the game, I just want to check a couple of things. Someone asked about how Rotherham are doing. So for those of you that weren't around in the early days of this series, I was actually in charge of Rotherham at the start, and I went to Forest, and I want to find out how they're doing since I've left. They're currently 22nd in the Championship, so they have actually managed to stay in the Championship the last two seasons that I've been at Forest. So I finished 5th with them. It didn't go up. Since then they dropped down to 20th, then finished 20th again, and now this season they are 22nd. Early on in the season, West Ham are actually bottom. They went up from League One, remember. They've really done poorly on this save for whatever reason. So strange, West Ham and Rotherham, the two previous teams I've managed, one on this save and one not on this save, are actually in the relegation zone. Okay, so the last three games since the last video where we beat Dortmund, I actually failed to win in the league for the first time this season, drawing against Newcastle 1-1. James Wilson with a late equaliser actually saving me there. We then beat Fulham 4-3 in the Capital One Cup fourth round. We were actually 4-1 up, so pretty poor that we conceded another two goals and made it. No, we were 4-0 up, sorry. They got 3 goals back. Remy with a couple goals and Kagor as well. Will Keane and Cesc Fabregas got 2 goals each, which was enough to just about push me over the line in the end then. We then had a very good win against Man United at home, 2-1 win. Assombalonga and Will Keane with the goals. Di Maria scored for them. It does mean we're actually second in the league, despite only still being unbeaten. But Chelsea are also unbeaten and they have a better goal difference. We scored more goals, but our defence once again is a bit leaky. It really is a bit of a struggle to try and sort out this defence. I don't think this tactic really lends itself to having a good defence, whatever I do. And whoever I play at the back, it's going to be difficult, I think. Anyway, this is the team I'm going with against Dortmund. It's a strong lineup. It's probably my best lineup, if I'm honest. Fabregas, although Valencia should be in there. But he's only just come back from injury, so he's on the bench, and hopefully we'll add a bit of emphasis if we need him at some stage in this game. So let's get on with this. Let's try and beat Dortmund away from home. We lost against Zenit away from home 2-0, so I'm hoping we can turn it around here. It's not been the easiest start of the season. The results may make you think otherwise, but we've not actually been massively convincing so far. In fact, my best win was at home against Dortmund, 2-0. I would say that was the biggest achievement of this season so far. We did beat Man United in the last game, very good win, but nothing has been really convincing. I'll send my assistant to that. I generally would do them myself, but when I'm talking to you guys, I've struggled to actually read properly and talk to you. But I'll do a couple of team instructions there, player instructions, and then get my assistant to do the overall team talk, but I'm just going to give a couple of individual ones, try and give them a bit of a boost. Assombalonga has been incredible this season, but I'm actually going to play him on the right hand side and put Will Keane in the middle. He has struggled this season, only 5 goals, 5 assists, and it's actually quite poor for him compared to last year. But Assombalonga has taken on the mantle of top scorer and has been incredible. Can we get a goal from a corner then? Assombalonga probably should have scored. Will Keane's quite a bit of a specialist at that actually, from those short corners. When he collects it there, usually manages to knock it in, but Assombalonga not used to being in that position, maybe. That's why he didn't finish. Good tackle by Yedlin. Oh, great dummy from Keane, but they do win the ball back. Don't know if that was intentional, but they're through here, and they're 1-0 up. Ugh, damn. Hajdari, regen striker with the goal. This Champions League, it's going to be tough to get out of this group. Dortmund and Zenit are strong. Sparta Prague, we can write them off, really. We can hopefully get a win against them. But it might actually be between myself and Zenit for the second spot if we lose against Dortmund today. We need to turn it around. Royce is injured. Grimaldo, hit it. That's it. Sombolonga. Now, come on. Lovely ball through to Keane. Come on, finish it. He does. Oh, thank you. Great assist from Sombolonga, and Keane doesn't make a mistake today. That is crucial. And we actually go top with that goal, strangely enough, despite the fact Zenit are drawing and Dortmund are now drawing against me. But because of head-to-head and how it works, we've somehow gone top of this group. It really is quite bizarre how close it is. I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Wilson's not having the best of games. I'm actually... I'm going to bring on Valencia because we need to get him match fit again, and maybe this isn't the game to test a player and help him get match fitness, but he's a good player. Valencia is a very good striker for me, and Yedlin's coming off as well. I've taken him off because he's quite tired for whatever reason, and Aduro's a very good right back. On loan from Chelsea, the Ghanaian. I'm going to stick with this at the moment. Hector's having a poor game, but he's sort of let me down lately because of how they've taken another goal. Hajdari, sorry, whatever his name is. Yeah, Hector's been disappointing because he's basically been unhappy. He wants to leave. What was everyone doing? I'm not sure what Harold was doing in goal. No reaction from him whatsoever. But this is a chance to get back into it. Long throw, Fabregas, lovely player. Sombolonga blocked off. Maybe I should swap Keane and Sombolonga because they're used to playing that way around. McCabe is tired and on a yellow, but I don't really want to take him off because he gets so many assists and key passes. Fabregas isn't having the best of games. I'm going to take him off and bring on Halovic, who has been really good for me. I think he was second in Player of the Month actually in the Premier League. We're going to push up and be more expressive. See if that makes a difference. Just slightly more attacking there. If we do lose this, it is a blow. Keane, Halovic, he gets an instant goal. What an impact from him. The Croatian. Finding the back of the net. Will Keane with the assist as well. He didn't actually go for goal like Sombolonga had done in the last couple of set pieces like that. And it's a great side foot finish actually. Lovely goal. And we go back to the top. And do we go counter? Because I know away from home, counter does work reasonably well for me. And we may get a breakaway goal. I'm going to turn off push higher up though and be more expressive. See if that works. Hector's looking very nervous. I very rarely use these, what are they called? Shouts. In fact, I've hardly ever used them in these series I've done on YouTube. I occasionally do use them behind the scenes, but I don't really know how much of an impact they have. I know they do have some sort of impact. I've seen people talking about them before. But for me, they don't do too much. Sombolonga. Keane's blocked off. Oh, win it. Hector, what are you doing? Hector is absolutely atrocious at the moment. He just stood there. It's the sort of thing I see in my new series, Conference South series of Champions City. Just completely missed the ball from a header. Absolutely ridiculous. And now we need a goal. And Zenit are winning as well. It's all crumbling beneath us, guys. Hector is a prune. It looked like we were going to maybe score a goal there, and suddenly they just lump it long, and it's all over. Well, here we go. Let's hope for a last gasp effort from us. Although they've got won a corner. We're not too good from corners today, and that's a hat-trick from Hajari. We've had more shots, we've had more clear-cut chances, we've had more possession, and they are winning 4-2. What is wrong with my corners? Why is that guy just open there? I need to sort that out. There's no one marking. We need to win our last 2 games to stay in this Champions League, I think. Because if we don't, well, obviously we're out. But, what did I say? Oh, I'm not thinking. I said that was a pleasing performance. What am I doing, Paul? What am I doing? I'm disappointed. That's better. Ah, crap. If you could see my face. What am I doing? It's all gone wrong. It has all gone wrong. I failed miserably there. I just wasn't thinking straight. You know when you're just clicking through and not thinking properly, and you just click the wrong thing? I've just confused them all there. Disaster. I wonder if my players have reacted. No. Anyway, we've lost 4-2. That is really disappointing. Let's look at the corners and see what is happening here. Where am I clicking? Set pieces. Okay, so attacking, that's fine. Defending, we've got Cesc Fabregas closing down the corner. But why is no one marking the near... Mark far post. There's actually no one... No, there's someone marking the near post, but there appears to be a gap for a player towards the near post. And I don't know why. Edge of area. Go back, stay forward, man mark. Oh, I don't know. Why is there such a big gap? Let's just get 2 players to man mark. We don't really need someone closing down the corner, I don't think. I'm just going to get Fabregas to zonally mark the 6-yard box. But two goals from that was awful. There we go, guys. It's been a bit of a disaster of an episode. At 2-2, I thought we've got a chance here of actually progressing. But now, it's going to be tough. We're 3 points behind. The next game is against Sparta Prague, so that is a win on the cards. And Zenit have to play Dortmund. They're facing each other, so if they get a draw, they're only 1 point ahead of us, meaning that if I beat Zenit in the last game, it's still in my hands. If I beat Sparta Prague and Zenit, I think we would go through because of head-to-head, possibly. Although we might have to beat Zenit by more than 2 goals because they beat us 2-0. It's tight. We will see what happens, I guess. But the first task is to beat Sparta Prague, which should be easy in episode 21. Episode 22 is against Zenit. Wish me luck, guys. Please leave a like to encourage me, to give me hope ahead of that game, or ahead of these 2 games. I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. Maybe it's a bit funnier when I fail miserably, I don't know. I know people used to find it funnier when in the old days of like FM13, FM14, people used to find it funnier when I actually failed. So maybe you're the same. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon.